A drone drops out of the dusk over a beach in China, locks a spotlight on a man in the water, and through a loudspeaker starts barking orders, leave the water immediately. Nighttime swimming is prohibited. He's not drowning. He's just at the beach after dark. But the drone says that's not allowed. Big Brother is watching you. And surely you guys have seen this video. It's a police drone with AI recognition hovering over Chinese streets, screaming at bikers, wear your helmet. Every time it catches you without wearing your helmet, you get fined. And you lose a social credit point. It's the same hardware, the same face scan, the same loudspeaker, just a different rule. But it's the same system. This is not new. They've stress tested the entire package already. During COVID, Chinese cities flew drones between apartment buildings, blasting the same robotic voice. This community is under total lockdown. Stay in your room. Drones spotted villagers playing outdoors and ordered them to disperse. In Shanghai, they used drones to hunt people who didn't scan their health code, who gathered in groups, who simply stepped outside when they were not supposed to. Thermal cameras, loudspeakers, real-time feeds to ground teams. Robot dogs marched down hallways, ordering people downstairs for testing. The sky itself became the full-blown enforcer. That was essentially a working laboratory in governments worldwide. We're paying really close attention to not only what they were doing and getting away with, but how the people were responding and actually blindly and willfully responding like it was no big deal. Screw your freedom. Screw my freedom. Hey, tell me what to do. Governments discovered how easy it was to lock populations down, track every movement, freeze bank accounts, close churches, shut businesses, and silence dissent, all under the banner of, quote, safety. Once they tasted that level of control, they never wanted to give it back. China's social credit system is the scoreboard. Local and regional systems dock points for bad behavior, no helmet wearing, swimming after dark, spreading the wrong information, not complying with a lockdown order. Those points decide whether you can travel, whether you can get a loan, maybe put your kid in school, or even leave your own neighborhood. The drones are the eyes and the voice that feed the scoreboard in real time. And you've all heard of the future kill switch, right? Here's where that kill switch comes into play. Once your score drops low enough, or once the next emergency pandemic is declared, the system doesn't just nag you with a drone spotting a light on you. It's going to flip a switch. Bank accounts will freeze. Digital wallets are locked down. Train tickets and plane tickets refuse to issue. But that vehicle kill switch that we keep hearing about. Connected cars can be remotely limited or completely disabled. Phones will lose data or access to apps. Health codes turn red and suddenly you cannot enter a building, a store, or public transit. In a full lockdown scenario, that same network that already knows your face and location can now comply and make your daily life non-functional until you comply. No need for a police officer at your door, no one to nag you, just a machine. The infrastructure does the work for them. And don't tell me that that can't happen here in the US. The United States already has a fragmented system, although private. It's not government run yet. We already have traditional credit scores that decide whether you can buy a house, get a car, or even land certain jobs. Banks and payment processors maintain internal risk scores that have already been used to close accounts on firearms businesses, political donors, and people flagged for the wrong opinions. Employers screen social media and use AI tools that score you on a culture fit and past speech. Insurance companies pull data from your driving habits, purchases, online activity to set your premiums. Social media platforms assign invisible reputation scores that determine your reach, monetization, and whether you get shadow banned. So it's already here. It's just not all bundled yet. Government watch lists and financial surveillance tools already exist with limited due process. And the new digital infrastructure like digital IDs, CBDC pilots, carbon tracking apps, and Flock-style ALPR networks, it's all being built with compliance features that can later be tied together. First, guys, if you don't mind, check out my friends over at Attorneys on Retainer.
We were at a barbecue and it was getting crazy. When he started running at me, reached for the back of his pants, I just pulled out my firearm. Once the target was down so that he's not a threat anymore, I just called you guys.
The majority of programs immediately exclude you if you happen to be in a gun-free zone at the time that the incident occurs.
The strike force was called. If that doesn't happen in this case, he's still sitting at Rikers Island today.
Lawyers are like real-life superheroes because you can give people a chance to really get a second chance in life.
Folks, I use attorneys on retainer, and I suggest you do too if you carry a firearm or you do anything to protect your family. Use my code FTATF for a discount at sign up. Now, fortunately, we're seeing a little bit of pushback. Here lately, you've seen the outrage from the general public regarding these flock cameras that are reading, supposedly right now, only license plates. We know better, but again, that's their story. And all that outrage is justified. But here's the part that most people still are missing. Flock is not the end game. It's one sensor in a much larger system. The real danger is when flock-style plate readers, facial recognition cameras, aerial drones, social media scores, banking risk algorithms, and digital kill switches all start talking to one another. One network sees your car, another one sees your face, a third one knows your online speech, a fourth controls your money and your mobility. Separately, they look manageable and somewhat harmless. Together, they form the exact same control grid China's already running, just with better branding. The pieces are separate today, but they all share data, respond to political pressure, and are becoming more interconnected every year. Actually, probably by the day. Pair that existing scoring web with always-on drones, facial recognition, and kill switches, and you don't need a single government app called social credit. You just need the right emergency to make it all kick in. Now, imagine the next manufactured pandemic. And I do mean manufactured. When the next, quote, emergency is declared, the tools will be far more advanced than they were in 2020. Flock cameras on every single street watching your movements. Facial recognition networks already trained. Didn't get your vaccine? It's going to see you and it's going to know. That's in the system. Drones with loudspeakers, thermal, and AI already in the sky. Digital kill switches already wired into money, mobility, and communication. Governments that already prove they will close churches, force medical procedures onto people, and destroy livelihoods without a single bit of hesitation. The abuse of power will not be incremental. It will be total and completely automated. They'll call it safety. They always do. Like the beach drone. Oh, it's preventing drownings. The helmet drone. Oh, it's saving lives. The lockdown drone was stopping the virus. The next time, the same machines will be telling you when you can leave your house, who you can see, and what score you need to keep your job, while the kill switches quietly make sure you have no other choice but to comply. China is running their hardcore version, and they don't care. They're not making excuses about it. They're not apologizing for how they run this. The rest of the world is slowly implementing this. They're just being a little more polite about it. And the people laughing this off as, oh, that's just China. They're the ones who are going to look up one day and hear the loudspeaker over their own street and realize that the test run is over. The switches have been flipped. Folks, right now the sky is always on. The facial databases, the scoring of everyday behavior, the emergency powers that never expire, the kill switches built into modern life. We either reject the entire model now, or we wake up one day and pretend that we just never saw it coming. Friends, if you like the video, please hit that like button. Let me know down below in the comment section what your thoughts are on this integrated level of lockdown technology that everybody sees coming right now, but nobody seems to be piecing it together. It's time we let people know we don't want this integration. We don't want all of this new technology that's hovering, that's looking, that's watching, that's listening. Let me know in the comment section down below. Do you see this same thing, or is it just me being paranoid? Don't forget, guys, if you're looking for a book to educate yourself and to educate the idiots out there who can't think for themselves regarding mass shootings, go to damnliars.net. Again, damnliars.net, and get my brand new book, Damn Liars.
I'm sorry, I thought this was America.
It's hanging around.